Welcome to 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub. Don't forget the ads feed the ducks, and one of the most important things you can do is share the video, or you can click on the link below, 50ducksinahottub.com. You can get yourself a t-shirt, or you can make monthly donations, one-time donations, but most importantly, enjoy the show. Doug does.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for June the 14th. I'm in work mode this weekend, guys, so I wasn't filming, but look at this. The 3 geese are taking over the ducklings. I let everybody out, and I thought, oh, I gotta let everybody out. And the ducklings came out, and then the 3 geese came over and just surrounded the ducklings. And now wherever the ducklings walk, the geese stay with them. Is that like awesome? But it freaks the ducklings out when the geese start making all the noise. They don't know what to think of it. But I just can't believe this. I've been watching them, guys. I haven't get in the cameras. Like I said, I'm in work mode here this weekend, because I've got so much work to do. But look at these 3 geese just sticking to these ducklings. You know, if they were just chickens, they'd be you'd all be a bunch of dead chickens, I'll tell you right now, or I say chicks, because you know what chickens are like. But like, they splintered into 2 groups, and the geese went over and got them and brought them all back together. It was actually, I was hanging laundry, and it was really awesome to watch. I'm sorry I didn't record it, but like I said, guys, I got to get so much work done. And filming everything is like, it really slows me down when I'm like, I got a serious mission ahead of me here. Okay, so we've got a splinter group over here. And the Muscovies are taking an interest too. Oh, look at this. I think they're going to take the ducklings back into the pen. We got a Muscovy hanging. Oh, look at that. She thinks it's her baby. She's putting a neck hug around it. Oh, that one she bit on. More like probably a love nip. Alright, the geese have left us. I just couldn't believe it. It was, I should have recorded it, but like I said, guys, I'm on work mode here. I gotta get so much done. That's my mission, is to get everything finally set up so the ducklings can have their own place at night. Because I think during the day, what I'm going to be doing here, I'm just going to let them out. But at night, the ducklings are going back in the barn on their own. Last night, they all were in the barn by, I say it was about 8:15. All the ducklings were in the barn on their own. It was so easy. I just went over and closed the gate. And the adult ducks, they have no interest in being in the barn. They have no interest in being they have no interest in being in any building. So, but the ducklings, you know, they're still at that stage where, you know, the building is safety to them. All right, the geese are coming back out here. Just gonna go and have coffee. What's going on here? I wonder if they're looking for the gosling sound, because I know the little goslings are running around. Oh no, they've had enough of the babies. Well, I guess when they're not your own kids, it's like limited attention span. They're getting braver here this morning, but I did let them out at 7:45 this morning, because like I said, guys, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna take you and I'll show you the babies here. They're running around like crazy in the barn. Then I gotta get to work, guys. I've got to focus. I've got to get this lean-to done, and I gotta string out all the wire I borrowed from my buddy because all the posts are still nailed to the wire. All right. Oh, Muscovy's in here. Oh, she must be in because of the babies. The chirping of the babies. That's what she's in here for. Well, if you want to jump in with your babies, go for it. Oh, look at this, guys. A Muscovy jumped into the pool again. Look at that. That's a Muscovy. I wonder if it's the same one as yesterday. They really love running around. Yeah, it's just too bad I can't get a good aerial shot here for you guys. I'll try to get you a shot here so you can see what it looks like when they're running. It's really quite epic when they do their bursts. Of course, as soon as I start filming, they don't do it. When they scurry or, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, we got something happening here. Okay, so they should do a burst to the other side of the room now. Because they usually go back and forth. Come on, guys. Do a burst for us. And the thing is, if I try to make them do a burst, they never burst in the right direction for us. Alright, now they're not. Oh, animals. You guys, come on. Yeah, watch this. As soon as I take the camera off them, they're going to do it. Well, they're not going to do it. I tried. Muscovy. Look at her. She's in here because of the babies. And it's one of them from the Love Shack too. Don't know which one, but it is one of them. I just can't believe, well, I shouldn't say I can't believe because, you know, I know ducks are very, very social. I just can't, well, I should say I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe that I'm getting away here with introducing the ducks at 2 weeks old. Because last year I waited until 30 days old. This seriously cuts down the workload when you can, when you can introduce them like this instead of having to keep them separate. Because keeping them separate last year was a huge job. Made it really, really actually cranked up the workload. This is actually cuts the workload in half. Because the best place for them is out in the yard, and less cleaning for Matt to do. Because the barn's actually really clean today. They can come outside and make their mess. You just go into sleep. Ooh, I'd be able to take a holiday. Not really, but it'll feel like a holiday. They're really, really relaxed today compared to yesterday. Except the geese are really, or the goslings, I keep saying geese, goslings are really doing a ton of grass eating. They're running around. They're actually the most adventurous. I've picked them up quite a few times here today alone. They're so cute. They actually let me pick them up. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had a deer fly bite my arm. They're so cute. Even though they're at that stage, you know, where they're becoming ugly before they get their feathers and they've lost all their fluffiness. I had to rearrange the straw pile, so they're all upset at me today because they were going in there and tunneling through the straw. So right now they're all mad at me because the straw pile got rearranged and there's no more tunnels. And they're watching the babies. There's Goose Jr. Oh guys, yesterday I put the goose egg into the hatcher and I candled it before I put it in there and it was moving. I put the candler on her last night and you could see it kicking. It was like definitely a ton of activity inside the egg. So it's in the hatcher right now. And we have 3 goose eggs left in the incubator. Oh, today's going to be another scorcher day. Lots of deer flies. Whew. That's why the camera's so shaky today, guys. I'm fighting off a lot of predators. They're pounding on me. I like to know where all my dragonflies are. Because yesterday there was just a huge dragonfly explosion here. Which was great because I never got bitten once yesterday. What a cute little bird. Alright, I gotta go and have my coffee and start my day.
Oh, Dougie. Hey guys, Doug's losing it here with the crows. But, oh, now he's chasing blackbirds. Okay, we got ducklings all over the place, and the geese have adopted a group of ducks. Actually, it's the mother goose. Oh, this is unbelievable, guys. I don't get these geese. They're, I'm trying to get a shot here so I don't disturb them. So you can see, well, there's a bunch of ducklings right here, but it's this bunch down here. I'm way behind today, guys. I actually slept in till 7:30, and then editing and all that kind of neat stuff. But look at this. The geese have adopted this group of ducklings. I thought the geese, we'd have a problem with them. I thought, for sure. I knew the ducks would get along with the geese. But I knew the ducks, the mature adult ducks would get along with the ducklings. I did not think that the geese were going to adopt the ducks. Like, they've been doing this all day. Every time I look out the window, but it freaks out the ducklings when they do this noise. But the geese normally, they're off roaming around, but they're just sticking in the yard. And if I go near the ducklings, the geese get upset at me. Look at this. The geese are herding them to keep them all close. I'm trying to stay, like 30, 40 feet away so you can actually see what's going on without me interfering. I never would have thought this. Never, man. This is so neat. I'm thinking, guys, that I don't need to even put the fence up inside. I'm starting to think that, well, I'm going to wait here for the next couple days. Like, I'm building the big lean-to on the side of the barn, and I'm going to make a nesting, I guess we call it a nesting pod for the ducks so they don't drop their eggs all over the pen. But, like, these geese are, they're like a team. But, I know there's a lady, and I forget her name. Oh, and I saw her videos, and she had a bunch of geese, and she has this one goose called Gustav. And, probably one of your subscribers, I know one of my subscribers sent me to the channel a long time ago. And this male goose did this all the time with the day-old goslings that they would bring onto the farm. It would run in and protect them. So, maybe I've got a whole bunch of goose, or, geese that have the same, personality. Because I can't, and even Mo, he doesn't even care about them. But like I said, guys, I'm going to wing it here the next couple days and see what happens. And I know one thing, it's making it a lot easier when I can have them out in the yard than in the pen. Because the pen is a giant make-work project. But I got to show this to you guys. We got one that went into the garden, a duckling, and it's trapped in there. I gotta go rescue it. Oh, I gotta get. Well, I'm gonna get this done today.
I'm a little bit sore from yesterday. I did way too much work yesterday. It was crazy what I did here. But we got one duckling that went into the garden. We already know that the garden is not, you know, it's not duck proof. No, you little thing. Relax. Don't be running. Make it easier for me to catch you. Oh. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I don't believe this. Okay, there, I got you. Relax. Okay, go on. Go to your friends. Okay, trip on grass. Did you see that? It ran across and just tripped. Oh, you. There. Come on. There. It's a runt. Look at the size of the others that are with it. Okay, I wonder how many here. Go, keep going, ducks. Go with your friends. Look at them, they're sitting here, staring. You'll keep going, and you can go inside. Instead of staring here. Okay, the goose is heading me off here. Come on, Goose, get out of the way. You're being a little too protective here of the daws, or the ducklings. I'm getting them everything mixed up here, guys. Okay, there the Goose is. He's giving me a real dirty look here. Watch, my geese will get nasty now because they're in protect mode. They seem to be really, really, really interested in the ducklings. In a good way. I've not seen, I've seen the ducks taking swipes at the ducklings. The geese have not. They've done nothing but, watch over them. All right, let's go inside. I just don't believe the geese. I'm blown away by this. I walk towards the ducklings, a big group, and the geese, give me, like, actually, the look that I'm getting from the geese, never got that look before. Very protective. Protective, almost violent looking. All right, who's in here? Too many animals. You're eating. All right, what's happening over here? Doesn't look like we got anybody else dying here, guys. It's looking, oh no, we had a death. Someone didn't make it here, but it was alive this morning. There was nobody dead in here. Yeah, we had one die, guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, what a shame. That's bizarre because this morning there was nobody even weak. Everybody was running around crazy this morning. Oh, gotta be careful. They ran right underneath my feet. Alright, what do we got? Anybody else in here hurt? Okay, look at that Muscovy in there. Even the little guys in here. I'm thinking I'm going to, I think this kiddie pool will probably come out of here by the end of the day. They're looking pretty strong. I'm going to, actually, here, I'm going to go a quick sort through it here, because there's some in here that definitely can come out. Alright, this guy can, oh, look at, okay, the way they're moving, they can all come out. Look how fast they are. Okay, get you out. Okay, Muscovy, you can get back out. Okay, you're strong enough to get out. Oh, Grace and Duck's back. Okay. This is, okay, this is crazy how fast they're moving. Alright, you can get out. Oh. You can get out. You're fluffed right up. Okay, you're fluffed right up. Here. Okay. Okay, I'm stretching here. Alright, time for me to get right inside. Alright, who else here? Okay, this is, I gotta be careful I don't burn my arm on the heat lamp. Alright, who else can come out? You can come out. Alright, who else is really fluffy? Oh, look at Breakdance Duck. Oh, look at this thing. Go on. They're spinning. Alright, oh, this guy can come out. Right. I'm gonna leave the rest of them. Oh. Okay, how'd you get out? You shouldn't even be out. You're too small to be out. Alright. Well, we're getting less and less here. I think I'll check it at the end of the day. Everybody seems to be doing good. The little gosling down there. Oh, guys, in the back room, guys, I could hear the chirping. Okay, where'd the gosling go? Okay, where are you, gosling? I just heard you. I'm operating the camera with no glasses, guys, so it's... it basically is filming in Braille for me. Basically, what you guys see on the screen, I'm guessing most of the time. I almost need a built-in prescription lens on the viewfinder here so that I can see. Because I don't need to wear my glasses working around the yard. But I grab the camera and I can't see anything. Alright. Okay, we got a bunch of ducks coming in. Oh, speak of the devil. We got Dougie coming in. Go. Hi, Doug. Yes, I know, Dougie, your babies, eh? Alright, let's go do a bunch of work. Oh yeah, oh, Doug's really muddy. He's on a tour. Last night, guys, I was in here, and Doug was, he had all the ducks in one corner, trying to get close to them. They were a little bit freaked out, but he was absolutely, like, completely calm, and it was actually really neat to see. And the ducks weren't like freaked out trying to get away, they were just sort of like freaked out staying at a certain distance from them. Like these guys here, they could leave the building because Doug's in here, but they just go through the corner. And actually last night when they were doing the freaking peek running around the floor, Doug was actually more freaked out than they were. He didn't like them being all panicky. He doesn't like the duck panic thing. Look at him. Even with the presence of a Doug is not enough to deter them from the feed. I think this year's flock is going to be much better conditioned towards Doug because one, that he's calmer this year than he was last year, and so far, he seems to move, amongst them, and they don't lose it. That deformed duck with the screwed up bill is really bad. The top bill's not even remote matching up to its head or the bottom bill. So I gotta get to work, guys. I gotta get this the lean-to done for the ducks. It's Sunday and I'd like to not work as hard as I normally do, which normally is quite hard, and I'll probably end up working hard today because that's just the way it happens around here. They're so cute. I love seeing them run around like this on the barn floor. When they have this much room to run around. It's so neat. Happy little ducklings. Alright, I'm off to do a bunch of work. Alright, the ducklings are already making the lean-to their little home. Plan today is get this completely finished and start figuring on a plan on the other end of it. I think I'm going to end up making the lean-to go right down the whole side of the building because it's a great spot for them to be. It's shade, out of the sun, and it's going to be some good protection, which, they really don't need it, but it's just, the young ducks I'm more concerned about. Because I already know the older ducks, it doesn't matter what the weather is this time of year. This time of year means nothing, weather-wise. That's what I like about ducks. They, actually, you know what? Ducks could live on the lake all summer, it wouldn't even matter to them what the weather's like. But it's the little guys like this I want to make sure we get some feather action happening before they're out in the exposed to the elements completely. They love their water. Goose Lee Jr. Look at that. Too bad his friend died, but hey, that was one weak, screwed up little gosling. Really weak, actually, screwed up gosling. It was sad finding it dead. I can tell that much. I didn't like it. Alright, I can get to work. I gotta go get my tools out of the garage and drag everything out here and start slugging some steel up on the side of the building. I was just starting to work and I realized I hadn't even gone into the Muscovy shack to see what's going on today. Okay, a lot more feather action going on in here. Alright, this is bizarre. It's almost like there was some kind of raid going on here. Okay, what's going on? Okay, she's still sitting on her nest in the corner. Oh man, when you get glasses on, is the viewfinder ever clear? Okay, this girl's standing up. She's been standing over top of her nest for like 3 days now. Every time I come in here, she's standing up. And these two girls are sitting. Now there's like there's only 4. These two nests here, they keep you know, the females come in, they sit on them, they leave. They sit on them, they leave. So, and I know you guys keep telling me lift the lid up and pull the rotten eggs out, but you know, this is an experiment. You guys wanted me just to leave the Muscovies alone. You can't have you know, it both ways, me interfering and leaving them alone. So we wanted to see exactly what would happen if we left them alone, and this is what's exactly happening. I don't see, I'm trying to get a zoom in here to see if we can see anything. It doesn't look like anything, but maybe she's getting off the nest to let them cool off, I don't know. I'll try to give you a shot in these girls. And the nest behind me, absolutely empty. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, guys. Oh, they get really upset when I come in here, so I'm staying away. And as far as eggs, okay, dead duckling, guys. Okay, I gotta show this to you. Look at this. A dead Muscovy duckling. Okay, I gotta get that out of here. What's this egg? Now, it's not heavy enough to be a duckling, but this one, yeah, that wasn't here yesterday. I wonder if the mother was trying to get it out. Where did that come from? That's weird. Maybe the mother was trying to help it. I don't see any more eggs out here in the pen. Well, something's definitely going on in here. But I'm, like I said, guys, I'm not interfering. I'm staying out of here. You know, this is an experiment. This rescuing the ducklings after they're born is one thing, but you know, interfering with this whole hatch process, we want to see if these girls are any better at it than I am. So far, I'm beating them big time. We just have a whole bunch of mallards showed up. The geese lost it, and then Doug came down, and they're not even worried about Doug. But I couldn't believe it. Where are you guys? I just saw you in the view. All right, I've lost them. Though they're there. The 3 female mallards. They're right in the yard, and the geese were losing it. And that isn't the first time. They keep showing up, and every time they show up, the geese lose it. And then Doug comes running in to check it out. But these guys, they're not even worried about Doug anymore. It's bizarre how the ducks, even the wild ones, you know, and the wild geese, they get used to Doug. You know, one day they're going to make the mistake and get used to a coyote. They're going to find out that, you know, not all 4-legged creatures are friendly. They're so small compared to mine. but they were just in having some scratch, and the geese lost it, and Doug came running. Actually, where's Doug right now? Oh, he's over there in the bush. The geese keep checking on the goslings. Oh, speak of the devils, here they are. They've been, believe it or not, guys, I've been working outside here. They've been sleeping in the barn. They're like a bunch of teenagers. They just came out. They're just growing so freaking fast. It's oh, raindrops. I better hurry up. We got a thunderstorm warning, so I've got to get my action gear and get done here. I don't know if I'm going to get the nesting shack, temporary nesting shack set up here for the ducks to lay eggs in. I'm going to do my best, but oh, more raindrops. Alright, the big camera doesn't like raindrops, so we're going to have to shut it down here, guys. Oh, more raindrops. Holy man, if it comes rain. I'll give you a shot here just in case it does start raining, because I'm going to be doing this in the rain. I got it done. Well, not the whole section, because my plan is to go right down the whole side of the barn, but I've got it. I'm just taking some baler twine and tying the banners down, but they, oh, these banners, man, I've recycled them. You know, they should make tarp out of this material. It is unbelievably tough, durable, UV resistant. But you know, if they made tarps out of that, nobody would be buying replacement tarps. But it's about 22 feet long inside, and it's about 6.5 feet wide. So I made one of those, another one of those outdoor lights out of a mason jar. I made it last night, actually. I was out in the garage last night at 11 o'clock. I was just about to go to bed, and I thought, oh man, I got to make a light so that I have one for today, because I needed it, the silicone to harden up. So I was in the garage last night at 11 o'clock making this thing up. So there's another one. So it's got a little 11 watt fluorescent in it, just so it lights this area up. Because ducks, you know, if I don't put a light in here, they won't go underneath it at nighttime, because it'll be pitch dark in there, and ducks, anywhere it's dark, they won't go. So, especially if there's, you know, the pen's lit up, they definitely won't go under there. So there's a little light bulb in there, and that'll light it up so it'll go underneath. But the raindrops keep happening here, so I got to get my acting gear, guys, and get this done. Look at this little thing. Tripped on the grass. Oh, you. Come on, flip over. Oh, you know, it's got to be because their legs grow too fast. It's got to be. They trip on the grass and then, you know, can't right themselves. These guys are really adventurous compared to previous birds. Just look at them going, hunting, eating grass and bugs, starting early. I'm thinking if I can keep them separated, guys, and have them go into the barn on their own at night, and then just close the, you know, the gate so the other ducks can't get in there just for now, that I might not even put the fence divider up in the pig pen. I'm starting to think it's not necessary. Just the fact that everybody is getting along so well. I can't believe it. We're almost on the other side of the yard here. And I'm following them. They're not following me. Well, actually, now they're following me. Raindrops are getting worse here, guys, so I might just be cutting this off without saying goodbye. Oh, there's the protector. Oh, Dougie. Yes, I know. Okay.
And the thing is, you know, they'll stir you around really, really fast, and it doesn't get them all freaked out. Oh, look at this. Oh, he righted himself. I can't. They trip on the grass. It's so funny. I think their feet are too big too. Their feet are massive. I was actually looking at their feet earlier compared to the goslings, and the duck feet are actually twice the size of the goslings. They're like big clown shoes, actually. Doug's herding them here. Look at this. The geese are coming over to check us out. What we're doing. When they flip over like that and their backs, Doug nudges them with his nose. No, Doug, it's not a toy. Hey! Oh, deer fly on his head. Okay, I gotta help some ducks here. Go on, nudge it with your nose. Yes, that's the right thing to do. No, Dougie. Alright, rescue ducks. Alright guys, I gotta take the camera. It's getting too much rain happening here. Because the geese are coming over. They're trying to run to intercept the Doug. We got a lot of protective going on here. Yeah, we're gonna have rain here soon because the deer fly are crazy. They just came out, and that always happens just before the rain hits. Look at this, the geese, the goose there, right between Doug and the goslings or ducklings, goslings, ducklings, little tiny ducks. I just don't believe the geese what they're doing today. They're even running interference between Doug. Crazy stuff. Alright, gotta get back to work here, guys. I'm glad it actually did start to spit rain. It never did rain, but it was just spitting, and I said, you know, I'm going to shut it down. Then I went into the garage, checked the time, and it was 6:15, so I just got everything put away, all cleaned up, and it's already 7:30, 20 to 8 around there. It's I'm bagged. Again, another late day, and I still got to cook my supper. But I came in here, I just finished my my chores, and yep, the Muscovy's back in here again. It was just gone. Like I thought, okay, I did my chores, and the Muscovy was gone, and then look at this, back in here again. This bird keeps jumping in and out with the other birds. And I think it's the same one with the black on the top of its head. I've just given up on the little feeders for them. I'm just doing the tray and just dump it in because they're just eating way too much. But I just filled the water up, and I've got it hanging so it's a little bit off the ground, but they still get inside and want to swim inside of it. The little gosling. We should have another little gosling actually tomorrow or the day after. I thought I heard chirping today in the hatcher, so. Oh, look at this little one here. This one was actually just swimming in the water. I just filled their water up, and this little black one here with the black stripe on its head was actually in there having a bath. That's a cute little duck. It's tiny. Like, look how small it is. I don't know. Just look at the one beside it. There's some small ones. I think that's the ruin that's causing them to be small.
I just don't get this little Muscovy though. It's probably going to be a pen jumper. Like, I'm not kidding you guys, every time I come in here, it's either in or out. Like, it's I haven't come in twice today inside the barn, and it being in being inside the kiddie pool twice in a row. It's been like it goes in, comes out, goes in, comes out. It's almost like, oh, I can, so I will. Alright, well, I gotta go and make my supper. I've got all my duck chores done. I'll bring water in here later because I find if I leave the water outside, the ducklings should say spend more time outside. And it's a little easier. I'm actually, look at this. This is the second day, and it's actually pretty clean. I'm actually happy. Less work for me. Come on, Doug, let's go. And you can always tell it's not really dirty because if Doug will walk on it, it's not that bad. It's when it's disgusting. Doug won't walk on it. You know, when it's when it's that sheet of feces, he won't even go in. He sticks his head in, smells, leaves. So if Doug will walk around on it, it's not ready to be cleaned. But I've got to go have a shower. I never got my temporary egg-laying station for the birds done today, so that'll be tomorrow's project. But I'm glad I got that big lean-to done. Got to put some chicken wire in the bottom so the little guys don't get caught in it, but it's all done, and they're more cover for the ducks. But it's really strange is that the adult ducks are coming in to the pen and they have no interest in going into the barn. They're staying over on this side of the pen. Like, they have absolutely no interest at all to go into the barn. Now these guys are just basically sticking around the front of the barn. It's I think it's their security blanket. I just gave them fresh water here in their pool, and of course they just went right for it. They're gonna go in and have a snack now. They just fill the feeder up. Fresh water and fresh food, two things ducks love. No, duck, it's a seagull. Look at this. Oh man. The amount of running he has been doing today, the guy, actually he's going to break me on the dog food chasing seagulls. Oh, Muscovy just came off the nest. I went in there, checked, no sign of anything. But the way she's walking with her neck down, that's the way they did after the hatch last time. It's just bizarre that we found that dead duckling today, you know, in the shell. I wonder what nest she's off of. I know one thing, they get so dirty sitting on the nest. You know, they're not white at all. But that's exactly how they walked around, you know, with the feathers ruffled up, head down. And that was after the hatch, so I don't know if we're, you know, in the midst of a beginning of a hatch, you know, because that dead duckling this morning, that looked like a fully developed bird. Like fully developed. But I just was in there, nothing. Alright guys, that's it for today. I've got to, like I said, I got to cook my supper, I got to have a shower. And I gotta take my laundry off the line. I still got a lot to do yet. My day's not even close to being done. Sit. You're the worst dog, Doug. You are. Doug. Okay, Doug. Okay, relax. Okay. No
Forget about the bird. No, Doug. Forget about the birds. Come here. Come here. Come here, Doug. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come, Doug. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit.